1913, well, there are some different types. You know, there's different types, type 1, type 2. So here's an example of a type 1 versus a type 2. You can see the strong line there of the ground above the word 5 cents on type 2, and then of course you don't really see that there for type 1. It's kind of, you know, more faded and rounded off, so doesn't really have that strong line there for type 1. Now in 1913, you know, there is a lot of different mintages. So you see the mintages here on the screen. Type 1, no mint mark, they produced over 30 million. Type 1D mint mark, they produced just over 5 million. Type 1S mint mark, they only produced a little over 2 million. Now type 2, no mint mark, they produced 29 million. Type 2D mint mark, they produced over 4 million. And type 2S mint mark, they only produced a little over 1.2 million. So keep that in mind because that will definitely affect the coin's value as well. And let's look at what you should be looking for. So first up, 1913, you want to look for a double die obverse on the type 2. So that is doubling there taking place on the date of the coin. And we also have 2 feathers, so we're missing the 3rd feather. I've done a video on that in the past on Buffalo Nickels, so definitely check that out where I go more into depth on that. And then we also have a double die reverse on the 1913, so look for that on the lettering on the back, on the bottom of the coin where it says 5 cents. So look for that double die reverse as well. Now, for the 1913 Buffalo Nickel. Now this coin here only has 3.5 legs. So here's a picture of a, you know, 4-legged Buffalo Nickel. You can see the 4 legs clearly. Now here on this one, you only see 3.5. That other half is right there where we're zooming in on that other leg, that other front leg. So that's going to give a value, and of course this coin is graded at a mint state 66, so that means it's in very good condition, which will also give it a lot of value. Now this nickel here sold for over $21,000. $21,000. Now for the 1913, this coin is only graded at a very fine 30. It's a type 2, and it only sold for around $90. So, you know, a big difference in prices there from $21,000. Now for the 1913D, this is type 2 also. It's only graded at about good 3. The coin only sold for around 30 bucks. So not really worth getting graded in my opinion. But the type 2D that has the high grade sold for over $25,000. That's graded at a mint state 68 by NGC. So very, very high grade for that coin. Amazing toning on it there as well. Now for the 1913S, this is the type 1. It is only graded at a fine 15, and it sold for around $45. So again, nothing too valuable there because of the condition of the coin. But if we look at the 1913S Type 2, that is the high grade, this coin sold for over $47,000. So again, the grade's going to have a tremendous impact on the price of these coins, and of course the different type, you know, because different types, they produce different amounts of those. The 1913S Type 2 that has been acid treated, actually, if you're not familiar with what that is, a lot of times Buffalo Nickels, you'll see that the date is worn off and you can't read it. Well, you can actually get a thing called Nicodate and put it on there to reveal the date of the coin. You know, you only really want to do that in certain situations. Actually, Quinn's Coins has a video on that, so be sure to check that out. Just type in Nicodate, N-I-C-A, and then date for Buffalo Nickels, and you should find his video on that. So 1913S Variety 2, Type 2, this coin sold for around 50 bucks because it's been acid treated with that Nicodate, and it's not, you know, in the best condition. Now here's a 1913S Type 2. It doesn't have that Nicodate, but it's not in the best condition either. It's only graded at about good 3, but it sold for over $160. And that is because they only made, like I said, over 1.2 million of those coins. Now for the 1913 no mint mark, this is a mint error here. It's actually been struck on a 10-cent planchet. It only weighs 2.5 grams. It is the Type 2 design, by the way, but you can see that, you know, the design is being cut off because it was struck on the wrong planchet, on a dime essentially. and this coin here sold for over $46,000. Now also the 1913 no mint mark, this is the proof coin, graded at a proof 68. It is the type 2, and this 1913 sold for over $63,000. And boy, does that have some amazing toning to it. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear. Alright, so first up we have the 1986 no mint mark. Now they produced over 4.4 billion of these coins, so they're very common pennies. And then for the 1986 D mint mark, they also produced over 4.4 billion of those coins. So like I said, very, very common coins that you could find in your pocket change, but these are some valuable coins. So let's start off here first with the 1986 D Denver minted Lincoln penny. Now the only thing that's going to make this penny valuable is that it has an extremely high grade. If you're not too familiar with the coin grading scale, definitely check out my coin grading videos. Just type in coin grading Couch Collectibles on YouTube and you will find those videos. Now this was graded at a mint state 68, and this penny sold for over $220. Next up is a 1986 penny, again with a high grade. This doesn't have any types of errors or anything like that. It's just a very high graded penny coin. And this is the no mint mark Lincoln penny from 1986. And this coin sold for over $745. Now here is an off-center error. Now this coin has not been graded or anything like that. This penny was actually sold on eBay. It didn't sell for a lot of money, but it's definitely an awesome coin to add to your coin collection. It only sold for $8, a little over $8, somewhere in that range. So not a lot of money, but really an awesome coin. It really just depends on the coin that's off-center and the date and the condition that's going to determine the coin's value. Now here is a coin that's extremely off-center here. It's a 1986 D Denver minted Lincoln penny, and this penny here sold for over $13 on eBay. So again, not a lot, and you're probably definitely not going to find this in a coin roll, as it would not be able to fit in a coin roll. This next one here sold on eBay as well. This penny has a clip error. Now it hasn't been graded by a grading company or anything like that. Now this one you could probably find in a coin roll from a bank, because it could fit in a coin roll. I'm not saying that, you know, you will find it, but they are definitely out there. I've found error pennies from the bank in coin rolls before, so if I can find them, anybody can find them. This penny here sold for over $7 on eBay. Now also, we can't forget about the proof coin. This is the 1986S proof penny. It is at a perfect grade, a proof 70 deep cameo, so it's as high as you can get on the coin grading scale, and that's why this penny sold for over $3,400. Now keep in mind, if you guys have pennies like this but they're in terrible condition, they're only going to be worth 1 cent their face value. The high graded coins are really what's going to sell for a lot of money, and of course if you find any errors, some of those are going to sell for some big money, some of them not so big money. Alright guys, don't forget to smash that subscribe button in the middle, check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you on the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.